up, YouTube? It's me, Blue. It's time for like a wrap up of what I'm doing right now, and just kind of moving on with moving forward. Just kind of moving on with what I'm doing this month. Now that the Booktubeathon is over, and it was so fun. I just want to say congrats to all the winners out there. I watched Ariel Bissette's videos. I watched all the clips. I'm gonna follow probably most of you. You guys did such a brilliant job. I'm so excited to just like see what's out there. I had no idea how big this community was. Like, I know maybe there was probably like a dozen or so that I knew, and now my world has just like exploded. So I'm super excited to see like where all of the videos are, where everybody's going. So yeah, so that's you will probably all have more subscribers. No, I didn't win this year. I didn't win any videos. I didn't even get the certificate. I know, I was so bummed, but I learned a lot of new tricks for next year. I learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of things for what's gonna happen next year. So I didn't win this year, but I focused on winning next year. More on the reading, I think, than I am on the video making. Yes, the videos were super fun. Yes, I got to expand into like the library and other rooms in my house. But the one thing I missed was I didn't like actually just sit down, well, except for like the last day when I was trying to cram. I didn't sit down and like read an entire book. So yeah, so I'm bummed about that. So I got to 5.5 books. But I did actually read 6.5 books, if you can believe it. I finished Lie to Me. I think that was a big part of my problem, was that I had Lie to Me on my audiobooks, and I only had like 2 hours left. And instead of like getting into one of my books for the Booktubeathon, I'm like, no, I'll just finish Lie to Me. And that took like the whole first day. And I didn't get that into any of my books because I was so focused on, no, I have to finish this one that I have. So I'm not going to do that next year. If I lose it, if the book runs out, then I'm just going to let it run out. I'm just going to let it run out. I'll pick it up again after the Booktubeathon. I need to focus on my reading. So that I learned. I learned just how big this community was. Like, I learned a lot this year, which is pretty good. I think that's pretty good. So lots going on right now. My NEWTs are going on right now. I have, if I can find my, this is my bullet journal. And is that upside down? This, no, I don't even know which way is up anymore. There we go. This is my bullet journal. And I love my bullet journal. And it's got everything in here. And I've only just recently changed to this one for my book journal. This is only my book journal. I've got readathons in here. I've got my TBR list that is ever growing and ever changing, and is in alphabetical order by author, including genres and so on and so forth. And I also have like my book it list, and now I've got a list of booktubers in here that I can follow. So one day I'll show that. But yeah, it's quite a list. So what's going on right now is my NEWTs. Yay, my NEWTs. I know you're all so excited. I don't know if you can see right now, but obviously I've already broken the rules and gone out of order. I finished White Cat. Obviously that was my hat book for the Booktubeathon. I finished Caraval, which was so good, and it had the beautiful spine. And I finished Furiously Happy, which was my first read, my coin flip read. So those are the ones that I've actually read. I'm working my way through the Siren Song, which is one of the other ones on my list. And I've got most of them. I think there are a few that I requested from my library that'll probably show up on Wednesday. But yeah, this is what I use my book journal, my bullet journal for. Now that I've moved my readathons to my book journal, you're not gonna probably see my TARDIS so much. That, and it's full. It's completely full. Yes, by the way, I'm a Whovian, in case you haven't realized that yet. I am totally obsessed with Doctor Who. So first bullet journal we're gonna get a blue one and we're gonna color the TARDIS. That's just the way it's gonna work. So that's that one. So I've got other readathons in here. Oh my goodness, the things I could show you in here. I've got my, flipping open, my Bookopoly is in here. I got my, finished my first hotels. I could probably post links to where the other Bookopoly is or where I learned about that from Elena Reed's. She's really good. This was, you don't have to see all my pages. This is my Llama Library readathon that we just read random books, and that was super fun. This was my owls. These are my owls. You don't, again, have to see that far. This is my owls that I did read that one, but I read it like 2 hours late. Like I finished it like the next day, so I was kind of bummed. But I couldn't in unconscious color that in. But as you can see, I did the other 11, and that made me very proud. So there's that. What else do I have in here? What other readathons do I have in here? So many. There's Mother's Day readathon. There's the Scalawag-a-thon. That was a lot of fun. Any chance to read about pirates? There's what is it called? A Make Me Mermaid? I'm trying to remember the name of it. I think it's a Make Me Mermaid readathon. It's going on right now. There's like 7 different hosts for that one, including to be read. There are, like I said, I learned so many new booktubers this year. So like there's so, and if I had known about the Mermaid readathon, I probably would do it because it looks like it would be something that would be right up my alley. In fact, today out on my walk, I actually started thinking about what would I do if I were to do a readathon. Like, this is just what you think of when you're a booktuber. You just think, I could make my own readathon, and then I could host it and share it with people, and maybe find sponsorship, and blah, 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 and things just go crazy, and then, before you know it, you're Ariel Bissett, and you're planning, like, an annual thing. So, that's just what's going on right now. So, yeah. So, the wrap-up for that week was really, really good. I learned a lot. I had a good time. I really wanted to do like a book hangover, but I really don't have time because, to be honest, I've got books to read and I can't stop to pretend to be hungover. And yes, I've had a couple of people who watched that video comment on it in real life and be like, were you like really hungover? No, that's a book hangover. There's a difference. Still as exhausting. You still need as much coffee, but it's not real. It was not a real hangover. So yeah, that's just what's going on with me. I have books to read this week. Friday I'll probably do a little bit more of kind of where I am with my NEWTs, where I am with my reading, what I'm going to be doing this weekend or reading this weekend. I don't know if I really want to start this as a vlog, as something that I'm going to record a little bit every day. There might be some instances like, I know one of the things I would love to do is I'd love to explore little free libraries in, you know, Saskatoon. I got a couple of, actually it's really interesting. Today, somebody posted in one of my reading groups on an event that happened in Denver that was at a library where they all got book-related tattoos. And it got me thinking, you know, I don't have any book-related tattoos. I have some tattoos, but none of them are really book related. So I asked, you know, does anyone have any book related tattoos? Flooded with so many ideas. There's Harry Potter, and there's books, and there's owls, and there's quotes, and somebody's like, oh, I've got like Mark Twain and Edgar Allan Poe, and I'm like, I love Edgar Allan Poe. Like, these are so brilliant. So like, I got a lot of ideas, and of course added to my bucket list, drive to Denver, get a book related tattoo, which I don't think anyone in my family would like, but it is like a 15-hour drive. So I'd probably drive all the way there, like get the tattoo, spend the night, get the tattoo, and then drive all the way back. So it might wind up being like a weekend thing, but it would be a lot of fun. It would support their library. It would be, you know, something just to check off my bucket list. So yeah, so like I have got little things that I've got planned, little things that I'd like to do. I'd love to interview like different owners of shops and things like that. Like I said, like I don't really want to be like, you know, let the internet choose my TBR list or whatever. I might in the future, but like there's so many restraints that I have. Like I don't like romance books. I don't like horror. I tried reading like Stephen King and I couldn't get into it, which is gonna it's been crazy hard because now you know what's coming up next in September is my Horcruxathon with the Llama Library, and again, no, that's not with the Llama Library. Oh my goodness, that's with a totally different group. I'm gonna have to talk about that later more in another video. So right now it's just trying to pick books for that, trying to pick out a TBR for that. But yeah, like it's just right now it's just kind of been like a learning experience and just me having fun. And so yeah, so that's my wrap up for the Booktubeathon 2018. Excited for 2019 already, and excited to, you know, see new booktubers and see what they're doing and see what other readathons are going on. And for now I have my NEWTs that are going on. My I've got this to read for one of my courses, and I think that's it for me. If you liked this video, if you had fun, if you watched any of my videos from the YouTubeathon, I almost called it a To Be Readathon, the YouTubeathon, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear ideas. Do you guys have any book-related tattoos? Like, I'd love to learn about them. I'd love to hear ideas. Support your local library. Knowledge is power, and we'll see you next time.